Okay, I am a Muslim, and
Okay.
I believe there is only one God.
Okay.
Okay, so you
So
think there is
I think
this
what?
room is discuss. So you're discussing about God.
Yeah, that's true.
Then yeah, I am also discussing about God.
Okay, good. Then you're on the right place.
Mm, yes.
So
So
so why do you believe in
what's
God?
your opinion? I believe because there is many things that proves there is a God,
What is the best
and
evidence for God?
one of the best evidence is that why some Big Bang Theory.
Okay. A little bit.
Okay, yeah, you know about the Big Bang Theory.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so and you also know about the Newton's law.
Which one?
Second,
Okay, maybe you can
first,
teach me.
so first one, first one.
Oh, maybe you can
If you
teach me.
uh, so if a play is if a body is moving, it will keep until an external force act upon it.
In space, okay.
Yeah. So before Big Bang, whole universe are combined like a ball. So there must be a force to explode that ball.
Okay. How many forces?
So there, yeah,
How many
bro,
forces? Yeah.
that science, yeah. So there must be a
Okay,
force that
this is not a
explode that.
yes or no question, man. How many forces? One, two, three,
Only
four,
one,
five.
one,
How
one,
do you
one.
know? One. Newton's law doesn't
Yeah,
say that.
brother, I am talking about the supreme force.
You're not talking about supreme force. You were talking about Newton. Newton is not talking about supreme forces.
Yeah, yeah. But the one who applied force, if you applied a
How do
force
you
on a
know?
glass,
How do you know that there was one applied to force? There can be multiple
because I
forces.
okay. Uh, if there are multiple forces, then uh, then there will be one says the sun will rise in the east, and other says
Why?
sun will rise from the west.
That's a
West.
cartoon or
Okay,
what? That's a cartoon. You're watching cartoon with your kids.
oh brother,
That's a
I'm
childish
telling you.
claim. You don't understand that. So you believe that, like, by the way, if there are forces, how do you know that they think? Because saying that, oh, I want the sun, rise from the east, or the other says, oh, I want
Okay,
it from the
okay, okay,
west.
okay, okay.
That suggests that, oh, those forces are intelligent. Newton didn't say that also. Like the force doesn't need an intelligence to cause something or to force something. There's no such a law that we know. Okay, so you are adding a lot of things into this conversation, and those are all about your beliefs. Okay, and beliefs are not
Yeah,
evidence.
okay.
And I see that you can
So,
understand this.
brother, you just not understand me.
I just don't
I say,
understand. That's funny. Okay, hear me out. You are the one who spoke about Newton and forcing things,
yeah,
right? Imagine,
yeah.
like in the movies, like there are horses that they are pulling the carriage. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
so you understand what I'm talking. And it doesn't have to
Yes,
be
I
one
understand.
horse, right? There can be multiple horses, and then horses can also move that thing. Okay, I don't know how they're called exactly, but anyway. So it doesn't have to be only one horse. It can be two, three, four, five, maybe even more.
Okay, okay,
So, so,
okay.
so you believe that Big Bang caused by an external force, and I ask you how many,
Yeah,
because that's a fair question, because you don't know how many forces out there, and how many of them forced, the singularity to expand. You don't know the answer,
the
and you're
answer
saying,
is in
"Oh,
your question.
no, it's not." The answer is in your
You said
in your religion, and that doesn't mean your religion is true. Okay, so give
brother.
me an answer
Just
out of your
li-
religion.
yes,
Okay, go on,
yes,
go on.
yes.
Let's see.
Okay, okay. Forget about my religion. ठीक. So you said there can be multiple horses to pull carriage. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. But what if they did not move in one direction?
So what?
So the carriage will, the whole system is broke, brother.
Yeah, but we know that they can also move in the same
Yeah,
direction, right?
yeah. But they have consciousness and they can move where, in which direction they want.
So what? That doesn't mean they cannot move in one direction.
They can move, but at some time, at one point, they can move in a different direction.
So what? So what?
So the system will
Maybe
collapse.
maybe that's why universe is expanding. Maybe one force is holding the universe, and maybe other forces are pulling it in every direction. Maybe that's why universe is expanding, and that's a good explanation.
Okay,
That
so
also explains the
I will,
expansion.
I will explain, brother. But listen to me. The horses have consciousness and they can move. If they want, they can move in opposite direction.
So what?
If there are multiple forces,
Hmm.
I let me clear one thing. That force means God. The mighty
No, it
force means
doesn't mean.
God.
It doesn't mean
Okay,
it's God.
okay. Uh,
You are making up things.
Bro, I am just telling you. Just
No, I
imagine.
don't have to imagine your belief. I know your belief. I don't have to imagine that. So just because
No,
there's a force, it doesn't mean
I,
it's your God. Okay?
brother, you believe in a fact.
Which one? Which fact?
Fact. I am telling you.
Okay, tell me a fact. Then I can check whether I believe in it or not.
Okay. You said there are multiple horses pulling a carriage. Okay. The
That's
carriage is
reality.
universe.
Okay.
Yeah. No, imagine. Carriage is a universe.
Yeah, you can say that.
And brother, in science, we imagine things. Okay.
Okay. And you don't need
We
to
imagine.
imagine even like that was a simple example to make you understand that there can be multiple forces applied, and that works also. You don't need to even imagine that.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's reality. So since we don't know what is
Brother,
beyond the universe, then maybe it's the same. Maybe there are multiple forces, or maybe one. We don't know. We just don't know the answer.
yeah.
You are saying if there are multiple
Yeah.
forces, there would be a problem. No,
Yeah. Problem.
that's an assumption.
Brother.
Yeah, there might be, or there might not be. We know that when there are multiple
Okay.
forces, it also works. Can you
Brother,
prove?
let imagine
Okay.
another scenario.
No,
Okay.
no, no. Stop, stop,
Forget
stop.
about.
I'm getting tired. Shohaib. If you have one
Yeah.
example that works, even if you have one example that works, we have millions of examples that multiple forces are working, okay? But even if we had only one example, that's enough to think about multiple forces. It's enough, okay? That means it's possible. Then you can say, okay, we don't know then. Maybe like universe also has multiple forces. You need only one example, okay? That's enough. And I gave you one good example about it. And you're saying, oh, what if horses are fighting each other? I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, we know that it works. We know that there are multiple forces applied to objects in the universe. Multiple forces. We know that. That's the
Example
fact.
like
That's the fact.
what? Friction.
Oh,
Are you telling
like
about the friction force?
sure, like not only friction, the gravity applied on
Uh,
us, and plus there are other
gra-
forces applied at the same time. So,
so, so
yeah.
I asked you, I asked you that you're confusing. You're
Interesting.
confused between forces and mighty one force.
Okay. First of all,
Brother, oh,
hype,
brother,
hype,
brother.
hype.
Yes.
You're making me so bored. Okay. So
Okay.
no one can claim that there is a mighty force out there. No one can say that. You don't have evidence for that.
We have.
No. What's your evidence? You're just imagining.
I
That's not
told
an
you,
evidence. You didn't tell
brother.
me anything.
If
You're just imagining.
okay, I tell you, you can imagine. ठीक है? If you cannot imagine, let me say you one thing. If you saw a car, hello, hello,
I don't understand, Schwab. Like when I let you talk, you're not talking. I don't
okay,
understand.
my English is not good, but I ask you, how did you know? How your brain would know that there? If you saw a thing you never before saw, okay, hello,
Your question.
uh, then how your brain would know that this thing is like mm, anything? If you did not saw horse before ever in your life, then how your brain would know that this is horse?
Oh, I wouldn't know that. And then why you're asking such an irrelevant question?
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody can see God.
nobody can see God. Then why you're saying it's mighty? So
Yeah,
you just gave me an example, Shohaib. Well,
yeah.
if you don't see anything before, if you didn't see anything before, so you cannot know it. So you have never seen a God. How can you claim that it's a mighty force? Now you are
because
contradicting with your own example, Shohaib.
because I asked you
Shohaib,
that
you
there is a
are
force.
contradicting yourself right now. I have never said there's no force. I have never said that. But you want to bring another thing, which is
Yeah,
a
yeah. You
mighty
said
force. A
m-
mighty force. How they know that it's mighty force, and how they know that there's only one mighty force? You don't know anything. You just imagine those things. That's all. But then you're saying, oh, wait a second. I just choose to believe in one of them. And what's your evidence that that's the case? You don't have evidence for that. You imagine a lot of things together, and you said, "Oh, I like this one. I want to believe in this one." That's what you're doing. Did you understand that there can be multiple forces behind the universe? Did you understand that part?
can you give me some examples,
I gave you one simple example, the horse example.
bro? I asked you a question.
Yeah, and I'm answering that. I
Just
this is the
one.
example I have given. I'm just telling you. Seemingly, you didn't listen that part. That like there are
Yeah,
horses. They're
I
pulling.
I understand.
Let's say that they're
Yeah,
pulling a car, one car, and one car is the
yeah,
universe, and many horses are
yeah,
pulling. Okay, so this
yeah.
means many forces,
Okay, but what
and
if the horse move in opposite direction?
so what? Like then, like maybe the car gonna move slower. So, but if it's totally opposite, maybe let's suppose there are 10 horses. Okay, there's
Yeah,
7 horses. They go in the east direction. 3 of them on the
yeah,
west direction. So the car is gonna go on the east direction. So even if they go in the opposite sides, still they can go in only one direction. Okay, do you understand that?
Okay, and what if then replace the horses with another cause?
Horses with another cause,
The
for
yeah,
example,
the call
car.
will,
Let's say car.
yeah. What happened? Then what happened with call?
Yeah, seven cars will pull the three cars and plus the object. So they're gonna go in the direction of the seven cars. If
And
three cars
you
versus
don't
seven
think
cars, I don't think what.
okay? Then
Man,
call will,
this
the
is
call.
simple physics. You don't understand even
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But
So if there are two
everything
forces, if
has
they move,
limits.
so hi, I'm fucking tired. So right now, okay, if there are two forces, opposite forces applied, okay, opposite forces,
Yeah,
the object is gonna move towards the stronger one. If they're equal, then it's not gonna move. Okay, that's all simple.
yeah.
Why the hell
I'm,
I'm teaching you like very simple basics of physics?
bro. I know, brother. I
Then why
know.
the hell you're making me tired here for something that you already know? Then why you're asking a stupid question?
I, I asked you if forces are multiples.
Yes, and
Okay,
I answered
they
two
they
forces.
can break the curve.
Okay, two.
They
Okay,
can
there are
break
two.
the curve.
So hype. Oh my fucking god, you're saying annoying. So hype. So let's say two forces, and let's say they are pulling from the opposite directions. Okay, there are three conditions here. Okay, either let's say A and B. Either the object gonna move on the A direction or B, or it's gonna be stable. Okay, if their powers are
Yeah,
equal. Okay, so we have three conditions here, and when you increase, okay, the numbers and based on their direction that they're pulling, then you can have different answers, different options also. Okay,
okay, okay.
um, yeah, that requires a little bit more complex calculations, but I don't think it's so hard to calculate those things also. But that's the answer. So if there are multiple forces, you can't say nothing will happen. You can't say that. One example for you to understand. So hype. We make cars,
Yeah,
right? We build cars.
yeah,
So cars are
brother. You are
cars
make.
are. You're not even listening. Oh my god.
Okay, I understand. I
Oh my
understand.
god.
So
I'm trying to give you a simple example. So we
okay,
we make
I understand.
cars. We make cars, and cars are made by many people, not by one person. Okay. So many
Okay,
people mean many forces. Okay. Many people
yeah,
mean many forces, but many people come together and they make a car. And this is possible, right? That's very
yeah,
possible. We know that. So if
yeah,
universe has such causes, then it's also possible for the universe. Maybe there are many creators out there and they came together and they created. Doesn't matter if they had a fight while making something. So sometimes, yeah, we do fight, right? Because we are not perfect
yeah,
beings. And
yeah,
and maybe the causes of this universe also not perfect. Okay, maybe they also do fight, but that doesn't mean they cannot
yeah,
create anything. It doesn't work. So such a logic doesn't work. It's so stupid. It even doesn't work for humans. We do fight, but we can make things. Animals do fight, but animals can build things together also.
okay. If human fights, they broke the things. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, and we see broken things in the universe also.
yeah,
There are
and
planets, stars. They're broken. We see that in the universe.
but they are following rules.
Doesn't matter, but still they're broken. So if you want to see something broken, there are many things like that in the universe. So that proves many gods. Not?
Okay,
Look at the moon. Moon looks like a
yeah,
cheese. And the reason is like there are many asteroids hit on the moon. It doesn't have the
yeah,
perfect shape. So maybe one god creates objects and the other god sends other big stones to destroy those things. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why it's so messy even in our solar system. There are millions of, stones, rocks floating. They're big, they're fast, some of them are small. Sometimes even it harms us. So maybe those rocks are sent by the other forces.
okay,
Yeah, I already answered your message. They're broken things in the
yeah.
universe. So, yeah. And you think that universe is like the car, so solid? No. Maybe it doesn't harm the universe to give a lot of forces at the same time. You cannot think that like, so if I have a glass in my hand, if I drop it, yeah, it
Yeah,
will break. But if I have a plastic cup, you can't say that it's gonna break also if I just, drop it. So you can't say
yeah.
a car is broken, therefore universe is also broken. You cannot say that. It doesn't follow logically, okay? Because
Okay,
we have examples that things are not broken when you do the same thing. You can see different kind of things happening because they're not the same thing. And sometimes you see different things, but they act similarly, even if they're different. So it depends.
okay. So your point is that God exists, but multiple God exist.
But that's not my point, also.
So
But you
what
cannot
you want?
even pass the multiple God test. You cannot even pass that one. So I don't want to go further. Solve this
What?
problem, then we can go deeper.
Okay, I try to solve this. Okay, I am gonna ask GBT.
You can ask GPT, okay?
Yeah. Let's see what they will answer. Okay, first of all,
Anyway,
we have to tell each other that what you believe and what I believe.
okay. You were searching something on ChatGPT, so hype.
No, no,
No?
I did not, sir. No.
That's what you were doing.
So,
Oh my god, you're
but
lying about that?
I do. No, no, no. I searched, but I didn't saw.
But you said
The chat
no.
GBT
That
answer
you were
is
searching, you said no. And now you're saying yes.
it's
You searched
every.
something.
Oh, yeah, yeah, but but the chat GBT answer is different. The question
So you
I
didn't
asked
like you
is
didn't like the
different.
answer of the ChatGPT. You could say that. So hype. You didn't have to lie about that. But anyway, go on.
Okay, the GBT answer is if every god had their own power and plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one
So.
might one might want to rain, another might
Mm-hmm.
want to sunshine.
Okay.
One might want to earth to move one way, other might want to
That was
opposite.
your question, right?
The result, yeah, the result clash and confusion.
Okay.
The system of the world would break.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
two drivers try to steer one car in
So
different direction, the car will crash.
So boring.
I think.
It's so boring. So hype.
Oh, okay, okay.
So hype. It's so
So
boring.
tell me, okay, tell me your beliefs, and then I will tell you
Okay,
mine.
so hype. I don't have beliefs. I said it earlier, but you didn't understand that also. Like the many things that we try to talk here. So that's
So
a bad thing. Okay. So hype. One clear thing. Okay. That doesn't mean
that,
many forces will have conflicts always. That doesn't mean one wants the sunny day, the other wants the stormy day. No, you can't say that. You're saying if they want. That's an if statement, okay? And then why you're saying that? Because you don't know
yeah,
who they are, how they would behave. You don't know. That's why you're saying if they want this. Okay? So maybe they created this universe. If they're not childish, or if they're not like stupid humans, then they wouldn't fight. Okay? And if they don't fight, then there's no break. Okay? But if you keep believing or assuming that if there are many creators out there and they're like stupid humans, then yes, they could fight. But like we have also evidence that maybe they're fighting, because when we look at the universe, we see a lot of problems. Okay, and then we can suggest that maybe there are many multiple causes, and maybe they are in a conflict. Maybe that's why we are having a lot of problems. So even if you're right that they behave like stupid humans, s- even in that case we have evidence for that, okay? But assuming that they're like us, it's just an assumption. You didn't prove that. You're saying if they want opposite things. Oh, okay, maybe like seemingly they didn't want. Maybe that's why we're still here, maybe. Oh, I also give that example, Phantom, yeah. I I tell them like why stars are exploding if there's only one god, why there are black holes. Black holes are like the opposites of stars, like they suck even the light, but stars give the light, so they look very opposite. So maybe one god created stars, the other god created black holes. So these are good evidence if you believe that there's a fight between gods. If that was your belief, you could say, oh, look, there are fights in the universe. But you don't want to focus on the problems in the universe.
okay, brother. You don't even tell me your beliefs.
I told you, like you don't lie. That's not a
Oh,
good
so
thing.
you don't have, so you don't have a belief.
Yeah, I don't believe in God. Yeah. I don't believe in many gods. I don't believe in no gods. Yeah, I don't believe in all those things.
Okay, so what you believe?
Oh my God. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute him because he doesn't understand any simple thing. I just said I don't have beliefs, and he's saying what you believe.